Oh, greetings. Thanks for joining us. All right, I'm on the road. I'll be on the road for a little bit. I'll be back tomorrow, but next week I'll be on the road again. Like you said, my guides wanted me out either way. The forces of the unknown wanted me out here basically. I'm exploring some other areas of Orlando. Nothing to write home about. So, all right. And I did some. I think everything's working okay. Yeah, video. I did some videos in various places, and that comedy show will be uploaded over next month, basically. So, experiencing American tourism. Yeah. It's funny how, entertainment plays a big role in our reality. Eventually, spiritual growth will become part of our reality whenever that works for the mainstream human. We got some time. We got a long ways to go. Yeah, so many are so connected to the physical. It's so difficult for them to think of any of this as real, basically connecting to guides and angels and everything. It's just this world definitely took a dive, that's for sure. Yeah, I did an interview with Tuck earlier today, and yeah, it went really good. That was a funny thing that came up about, and it's true. A lot of alien species, as our world likes to think that we're a big deal. It feels like a lot of species don't think we're that big of a deal. Some might, but we have positives too. I mean, it's not just about emotions. I mean, other species, I imagine, have emotions. They just don't talk about it that much. A lot of them have lost their emotions, but a lot of them have not. They don't come through very often. It gets, there's just, you get in different perspectives. Not to say we're here just for no reason, but we're running through the reptilian perspective, and it's been very difficult, as you can see. And not many species, well, I imagine there are many species, but for us, we took ourselves and went head first into this situation we're in, and now we're here. Well, some of us are crawling our way out of it, and most aren't. They're just entertaining themselves. And when someone dies, they cry and mourn for the rest of their lives, which is unfortunate because that soul still lives on, and you can connect to it if you wish. And unfortunately, in the spiritual communities, it gets kind of, a lot of egos start to flare up that they know this and everyone knows everything. It's really unfortunate, but it's part of soul growth. I mean, it's another divide, basically. And it's unfortunate, but oh well. So tonight's connection is about the multiverse. But before we go into that, those are all new to this. So I'm getting some new, attention. There's a new to all this. This is avatar.com. You go to, this is I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, this is the scheduler for the week, and next week is still pretty open. Have a beings you can channel if it's up to you. We also have One Hat channel if you want to be weird. You have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. And we'll have the shop. I'm around. 7-day delivery for most. Some I'm slowly getting into. Some are a little bit, well, either way. 7 days. Same thing here is Spirit Social. We have other channelers and healers I do recommend. as a social network. And we have the Jake comic, and that is coming along. I believe this will be available definitely next month. Might be at the end of the month because I have to put everything together. I have to get the script edited and everything. So it's a big juggernaut issue that's coming out. So thank you for your support. Welcome to the channel for the insane. I know some people say it's supposed to be called normal, but it's for the insane. It's the new normal. The old normal is modern day normal, and that's going to theme parks and sitting a 5-hour ride for a 2-minute, or sitting in a 5-hour line for a 2-minute ride, and they call that an accomplishment. Well, I guess you can say it is. So, in our change of reality, as we shift into more of a metaphysical world, basically where you can open up portals within your mental state and go into other realities. I know for many that's a joke, at least in the mainstream human, but it is very much real. Like with the Zetas, or depending on the Zeta, they can do that pretty easily because they're mostly mental. Arcturians can do it, Archons can do it, Palladians, depending on the Palladian planet, it depends on the beings. Everybody's different. Everyone sees things differently. You're going to find that normal. Obviously, if you go up to dimensions, it becomes less diverse probably, or maybe it gets more complicated. All depends. But our little reality called Earth is eventually going to go through a culture shock where it's no longer the kid in the neighborhood. Because right now we're taken seriously, but I guess we're not taken seriously because we don't take ourselves that seriously. At least what we're capable of. Let's put it that way. Because it's all programming. Basically, you can watch entertainment to get programmed. Education's programming, and we're here to clear out the programming. Easier said than done. Maybe not. No. We're warning. As for the multiverse, everything that exists is in a multiverse. So this table looks different. This room will look different in other realities. The more you open up to the multiverse, also, I believe, will help you relieve stress. Because our lifetimes, usually with one incarnation, like you have an incarnation here, you usually have, of course, you probably have more than this, but up to 1,000 lifetimes going on simultaneously. Most likely it's more than that, but we'll go to 1,000. So 1,000 different Earths, 1,000 different realities. Now this is the human incarnation. That's not counting a feline incarnation or a Zeta or et cetera, et cetera. That all kind of goes on to exchange. Yeah. But the multiverse, right, brain and spirit, the multiverse is what you are. You are multi-dimensional beings. That has not been really, yes, you can channel multi-dimensional beings, but you are a multi-dimensional being. As you are leaving this reality, you are bringing in new information into this world, such as the felines do want to be a part of this reality. But they'll feel like they'll be rejected because of their look. Yes, humanoid felines is not something you see in your daily life, but they are paying attention, as other species are, and like to be taken more seriously by the human collective. So multiverse energies are constantly flowing. It's just humanity has blocked it out because of the programming due to the reptilians and other beings. But it is based a test. But as you open yourself up, like when you have characters that you enjoy as a kid, like He-Man, whatever it is, Buck Rogers, whatever it is. And then somebody told you it's not real. Doesn't that hurt a little bit? Because you love these characters like She-Ra, etc. You love them so much, and then you say it's totally not real. It's like, what am I doing here? So turn that around as yes, they are real. What you grew up with, everything you grew up with, is real, and that is a multiverse. So these, what you play with as a child, toys, what you watch on movies, is multiverse. Already talking to you, but you're not talking back. Most are not. You don't realize other universes are speaking to you, not just this universe. Several. And of course, as you realize this, so basically, yes, there's this universe that has its laws, but the multiverse, other universes of species you already have some idea of. Dragon universes, feline universe, where the feline is the dominant being, human universes, where it's mostly humans, different aspects of humans, but mostly, and this one's part of that. This is mostly an insectoid universe. It is a diverse universe, but it does have a massive insectoid energy here. Will eventually make itself more clear. But as you open yourself up to this reality, basically that everything matters, everything exists, you yourself will become more clear to the reality, to what's here, clear out depressions, clear out blockages. Ask the multiverse to help you clear out a blockage. Have you ever tried that into your mental state? How many of you exist right now? Is it 100? Is it 1,000? How many of that 1,000 look exactly like you? Is it 100? How many have the same eye color? Which ones are you speaking to right now? Is it a Russian version of you? Is it an Asian version of you right now that you are parallel to? Because everyone here has a twin from another dimension that you're connected to right at this moment. It's like your sister or brother vibration, basically. But some do feel like they're pulling in or going through another version of themselves. Dilemma. This is all real. It's just not in the culture of your reality. You have been split up from it, as you can see. As the spirit world connects to you more, your DNA will enhance. As you reject the spirit reality, which is you, basically, it does become harder to learn as you let the information flow, because many souls here have only so much they can understand at that time, which is fine. But the more that you do not believe the spirit world exists, the harder it is to grow, which also creates another incarnation on this planet, or one that's similar to this world, because the lessons are not learned here. Because many come here wanting to improve themselves. They do, but not to the extent that they're expecting to do. Oh, yes, I'll open up spiritually in some shape or form. I will open up, and they don't. Many do not. They get easy. They get late. They think they can handle the tests here, but usually that's not the case. So those that are in the awakening process are graduating from this reality and this world. No matter what it is that you believe or disbelieve, you have an open-mindedness. You are freeing yourself from this reality. You are graduating. Now you can come back as an alien being and assist this planet, as what many of you will be doing, and it being channeled through humans here and assisting them, becoming spirit guides, assisting humans that are having difficulties awakening. You'd be surprised how many of you are going to connect to those that don't believe in any of this, like a brother, a sister, a family member that will reincarnate here. Many of you are going to become spirit guides of them. Spirit aliens, whatever it might be. Angels, So you're getting an idea of how this operates. Yes, you leave your footprint, you leave your path as you exit, and then you return, but in spirit form. Those here, yes, on your world are causing, they don't understand. They don't want to understand because they're not ready to leave this reality, but which is fine. But those of you that are, will most likely come back. And some of you are afraid of karma. Well, that's another reason why you come back in spirit form, to clear that karma in a spiritual way. So you're wondering how your effects are on this planet. And yes, it is multidimensional. Yes, many of you go through so many different dimensions at one time. Yes, you have different aspects on different dimensions. On dimensions that have not been mentioned, giant dimensions, on and on, insectoid dimensions where it's, in this reality, is not the most important to connect to. But there are dimensions that are far beyond this reality can understand. Yes, we'll leave it with that. Let your mind go what you feel you are experiencing at this time. But the multiverse, multi-reality worlds are constantly bringing conflict, but also opening you up. So this planet is, yes, in the threshold of shifting out of the old paradigm. Not an easy one, because it's so used to the old ways, because yes, it is still an echo of the past within the human DNA, the echoes. And the echoes are, it's also, humanity is even almost screaming to get out of this reality. It is fighting to leave, as you can see. Where there's a lot of anger, it is also anger for change. But what is that change? The soul has not either accepted it or is ready for it. So many that are very angry on this world do want change, but see no change happening. There's many reasons for that, but many of those that are very, very just furious are allowing this change, allowing others to awaken, even if they choose not to. Some of them just stay angry for it because they're not ready for the full information as what you are receiving. You're receiving, yes, from your guides, your angels, opening up to, yes, the multiverse energies. But you have loved ones that refuse to believe any of that. But they help you awaken, though. They do in spirit form. They do help you go on your journey. And if they are just so headstrong and just not willing to let go of this reality, as easy as it might sound, when we're furious, they have to even let it go. They get angry that they have to let go of this reality. They do want to, but they don't want to. So it's a back and forth. Yes, when you talk about aliens, don't some get very angry or they start laughing? Yes, they are holding on to the doorway of this reality and keeping it shut. So you can't open it. You can't open up their world. So they laugh about it, but also they are holding their thought patterns as put a wall up so you can't let them see more, as you are aware. But realize they are peeking through and see what you do. They might laugh about it, but themselves are still anguish. And this reality can cause, yes, a lot of difficulties in health, as you can see. As one is not fulfilling one's contract, basically to release negativity. Just releasing negativity. You don't have to connect to aliens or anything, but releasing negativity cannot do that. They're having so much trouble doing so, and they sabotage themselves. Actually, they add more negativity to themselves, and they shut themselves down even more. So this is what you are dealing with on the self-sabotage, basically, on your planet. As many of you are aware, depression is another form of self-sabotage. There's not all depression is like that, but quite a bit of it is. It's basically one soul not willing to grow or not knowing how to grow. But the assistance is here. It's going to get stronger for those that are awakening. The more that awakens, the faster your ascension will go, of course. But there's a different idea of speed, of course. And yes, there is no time, but in this reality, there is time, and the clock of awakening is upon you. There are other beings here to speak to you. We are, yes, spirit energies. We are, yes, connected to the angels, of course, as we are working through your mental state to release mental hardships of not believing in yourselves. Many do not believe in themselves on this planet. They do, but they hide it with entertainment. They hide their anxieties. But putting out your anxiety out for others to see, and those that are very understanding of it and not judgmental, can heal you so quickly. He's like, you have a mental problem, an obsession problem, and you can just lay it out for others to see. Can somebody here help me? And then the love appears out of nowhere. That is where society is going. It's not like you're looking for problems, but you want to heal problems. That is the direction where your society is going. A more open society. Notice all the secrets here. You are becoming unsecretive. Everybody has problems, of course. That's how you grow. You need these problems. You come here to add all of these problems to you. We come here also to heal those problems. And you will find that by setting yourself free. Those of religion are actually holding quite a bit in, actually. Some are letting out. Some are very brave. But it's still very few. Religion, yes, does have darkness, but everything does in some shape or form. Yes, of course. Religion hides a lot of darkness, as you can see. There are some religions that do hide. Yes, they put out a cultic energy, a cult energy, to hide their darkness. Yes. And many of your religions will start noticing that, that are involved. They already notice it, but how to heal a cult energy that does not want to be healed. They're trying not to be healed at this time. But as your congregation awakens, you will go to your pope, you go to your cardinals, and just tell them that you love them and help them set themselves free. As yes, they in darkness they let you confess, but out in the open, it's good for them to confess themselves. I mean, why do it in darkness? Why not in front of everyone? You're not going to be laughed at. The idea is not to be laughed at, because everybody has problems. What it is that you want everyone to have problems, and you put it all together, and you heal those problems. It's not laughing at each other, but looking for problems, yes, so you can heal them. The more problems you lay out in the open, just by doing that will bring a healing, because you're no longer holding it in. That is a major turning point on your planet, isn't it? Yes, there are other ones here for your connection. Blessings to you. Greetings, young prime creator. Much love. Yes, multidimensional energy. Yes, of course, the multiverse is what puts you all together. You are a piece of other universes. Everything that you are a piece of other places. So without the multiverse, you would not exist at this time. So embracing it, open your mind up to the unknown. What do you feel? Do you look like, is there another version that's a duck, a cat? What is it that you envy? Me surprised how many are actually rodents, like mice. You'd be surprised how many are incarnated in that. Not necessarily the rat. The rat is pretty obvious who the rats are. The mice are usually very kind and gentle, actually. And even the giraffe. The giraffe came to this world to show of diversity. There is strangeness in your universe. Of course, there are other beings here that are just as bizarre, yes. But this shows that your world is still, you imagine a human with a long neck. You already have humans that have pretty long necks as it is, as long as a giraffe. Yes, there are realities where that does exist. It's just for you to open yourselves up a little bit more. And also the giraffe is here to bring calm into your society, basically. It's basically there are many animal aliens out there that you're already having, many are already having difficulties accepting what's on your world as animal beings. Of course, you see them as animals, but actually they're aliens. But think about, you already see the strangeness, diversity of your alien beings here. Think about even stranger that what you have here. They have actually diluted it quite down to your alien vibrations. There's a lot more strangeness out there. Your dragons is one example that is, yes, extinct, but they left. They are still here, but became extinct for a good reason, at least in the physical form. Your world was not ready for their energies, and it was for the best. Dinosaur also, the dinosaur has not, well, the dinosaur will reconnect to your planet again in the future. Trust me, they will. You will be walking them with open arms. So your multiverse understanding, basically. As many are having difficulties with your Democrat and your Republican vibrations. Yes, primitive thought patterns that are necessary for this reality. But realize also there are alien beings that are having, on other dimensions, are having difficulties with this world. And in some ways acting the same. At a four-dimensional level, but in some ways arguing what to do with this planet. To let it not change or let it advance into the future. Let it go slow or even put it backwards. And that has been on the table for many beings. Many of you are already of a fear of that, of losing electricity and going back to the Stone Age. That is, and your economy crashing has something to do with that, to once again put you back into the past. So realize there are alien beings that are putting those thoughts out there. Maybe it's better you go back to the Stone Age. Or maybe it's better that you go into the future. So look at that divide. Where is that information coming from? It is coming from this world, but it's also coming from off planet. So when you hear about the words economy bust or economy is going to crash, these are the beings that want to cause a split. And for you also to slow down, but mostly go backwards. Look at it. Yes, so go back to your primitive time period, even more primitive you are now, but not to grow. Many alien beings truly want you to go backwards. As you can see in your society, it's already showing those signs. of manipulation. You can call it manipulation, call it as you wish. Look at it from an outsider's point of view. Where are these thoughts coming from? It's been a struggle on their planet for a long time. Now, your world does mean a lot, yes, to many species. It's not just a no big deal. It is a big deal. For you to understand the outsider's point of view will help you heal your reality. My perspective is, well, you are going to go in a direction that you want, but realize what is keeping you from going forward is that beings here feel like they cannot handle the future also. They can't handle being an alien being, so they stay as they are now and even going backwards instead of going forward because they're familiar with the other direction. Forward, they're not sure if they can handle it. Atlantean time period, they could in some ways and not. But right now, there is a divide, galactic divide. So looking at it from this perspective will definitely help you heal your current reality. So blessings to you. Oh, where you're going is up to you, of course. But we believe you're going forward. But some would like to go forward a little bit quicker. And we believe you will accomplish this. But to realize where these thoughts are coming from. As for this species that's doing this, this is for you to connect with. There's several that want you to go in the other direction. You can do a U-turn, but the last thing many of you want to do is go back in time. You want to go forward. And some of the time travelers are causing some of that back in timeness too. As you are all time travelers, there are some that are playing tricks on your society. Telling you the fear of the future, such as the future all apocalyptic, once again, have you go backwards. Yes, it's also it shows your current state of mind. Yes. But also there's messages there that you can't handle the future. I believe you can. So this is a different perspective for you all. Blessings to you on your journeys. Okay. All right. Hopefully that was educational and helpful. Hopefully the audio recorded. I believe so. Testing. Okay. All right. Much love, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.